Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. We got Red Squirrel in the house as always, Oi Oi Pops. We've got Patrick Astros and stuff. We got Tin Top, what's up Hexicans? It has been a crazy weekend, absolutely crazy yesterday, today, tomorrow. I mean, I don't expect to hear anything on the SEC on a holiday when no one's at work. So that gives us Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week to cross our fingers and hope that we get some good SEC news. And then also, we're all waiting to see, excuse me, we're waiting to see if Trump pardons Ross Ulbricht from his, I think, 90-year sentence, something crazy like that. I'm on day like 6 now, 4, 5, 6 of no coffee, no creamer, thanks to Dr. Mix AJ, aka J Souls. And it has been clearing up my cough, as you can tell. I'm feeling better that way. Yeah, we've got a very interesting Sunday fun day. It's a fun day. There's not much time left for the J2 fuel cells minting, and the price has taken such a beating. We'll get into that. But we got the Bulls and the Bears, baby. The Bulls and the Bears. Who's going to win? We had a nice bull run on our chart. Our what's his name? Nostradamus chart. We have our Nostradamus chart, but the bear has woken up, and we got a little bit of a dump from one of our whales. We'll go into that, and yeah. Other than that, time is ticking down, and something's got to give. We finally see some money going into Ethereum, which is like shit. We've been waiting 6 months for Ethereum to get its pump so that it can flow into the altcoins, but it looks like he's finally getting his pump. It looks like Vitalik and his team and the Ethereum Foundation are doing everything they can to dump on people's heads and ruin the dump. I don't get it. Shout out to Hexy Knitter. Hexy Knitter sent me a little toy jet for when I have my own private plane, and astronaut air freshener. Thank you very much, Hexy Knitter. Appreciate that. And then, of course, we had Steve Stash making these amazing coins. We had some copper coins, and we even have a silver coin as well. So that's good. Let's see here. Where do I want to go first? Patrick says, how do you get in so quick, Squirrel? That's a good question. I've only seen Squirrel beat once in like months for being second. Smo beat him. Smo Spider beat him. Solid Hex sold me out of air fryers last night. Yeah. That's where we're going right here. Is Solid Hex. When they sold, they had a yard sale last night. They sold a bunch of tokens. One of them was where they sold 612 or 621 dark. Boom, just like that. And it was rough. A lot of people were really happy in our Telegram. A lot of people DM'd me and reached out and said, hey, I caught it at $22. I caught it at $23. I caught it at $27. Very, very excited people. So in a way, it was a gift there. I had no idea what was going on until I looked at the chain. And we'll see if that's the one I'm most interested in. Every whale has been minting a ton of fuel cells, except for that one, except for Firewell. And I've sent him as much information as possible. I'm sure he's busy. He's he's a world traveling billionaire casino tycoon. So he may not be paying as much attention to dark as we think he is, but we know he's paying enough attention to take some profits. And so, I mean, I would never tell anyone what to do with their tokens. And luckily, a lot of people are catching it at what I think are like bargain basement prices. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, it's blown me away. But then again, the whole market has just trashed. Let's go into the market first, and we'll go into a sell. Share screen here. I tried deleting and reinstalling the software for my camera to see if it wouldn't freeze my face, and unfortunately it's not working. Been here an hour. Yeah, Red Squirrel just has me on in the background as he's working or doing laundry or just taking that. I don't know. Red Squirrel never seems asleep. Guten Tag, Wilhelm's in the house. Wilhelm von Grutzen. How are you doing, buddy? So this is what I was talking about with the market. Basically, you got, let's go to wrapped pulse die first. Wrapped pulse die smashed down and hit this last low right around, Quattro Cinco 4 or 5, and then it's been pumping back up. So it went all the way down here to Quattro Cinco 4 6-ish area, which you can see it's tested a couple times for bouncing down a couple times. And the good news is we're not back down to these lows. Like if we drop from here and start hitting these lows, that's another bottom signal, but it's not a good signal because, I mean, if you look at this goes back to June 2024. We very patiently waited for this pump. We're very excited to see this pump, both on Pulse and on Hex. And then it was like the market giveth and the market taketh awayeth. Like, again, say we got nice pump, and we're back down to these lows again, just like on the other chart. We're not back down to a third of a penny, thank God. The third of a penny back in September. So if you jumped in, if you caught this bottom in the 3rd of September, it might even go lower. No, this is the fork. So here's where Pulse, the Hex was forked and copied on Pulse chain, and the all-time low is right there around a third of a penny. So if you caught the third of a penny, you're doing great. You're doing really good. But for those of us that have seen Hex hit 50 cents, granted there was only one Hex back then, but even so, those of us that saw it hit 50 cents and got that crazy rush of euphoria, 1.3 cents is just not, it doesn't move the needle. And, patience, we've been very, very patient. So that's cool. Let's see here. I like playing that video from Shell Gates that he made about anti-gravity. That one's very cool. Look for some more stuff from him in the future. And then of course, let's go back to here's our Nostradamus chart right here. Like we went up, got a nice pump on the first mint from $1 to, $130 or so. And then of course we had the Black Swan event line up with our first lottery, the Ulti dump on our second lottery, and then the third one, people were dumping, but people actually front ran the buy and spotted up, and then our whole market just is down in the gutter again. Like we're going down, even though, and then of course we had the sell all the way down to 20. Some people were catching it like $22 on Gecko Terminal. Gecko Terminal usually has a better idea of it. Let's see here. We'll go to dark, and we'll put in the. So here's the dark and Solid X, which is our biggest liquidity pair, and Solid X is Firewall's token, and that one went down. This chart says it went down to 23, but if I copy this and we go to look at the Pulse version, Pulse has less liquidity, so it's going to get higher spikes, lower spikes as well. So here's the dark Pulse, and as you can see, this one, it's missing our all of our history. I don't know where the hell it went, but as you can see, this one dropped all the way down to 21.85, like. Yeah, below 22. So this one dropped below 22 and then was bought back up. So good news is a bunch of you guys, a bunch of the people in our community, our collective, got a good deal on this. So I'm happy that they got that opportunity. But at the same time, when you look at different websites or different addresses, see this is the evil address right here with 522,000 dark matter. But this one right here, nope, that's no permissions. Here we go. Here's solid hexes. So if you go to solid hexes and you see what's going on, he had, I want to say like 6,700 dark matters, and now he's down to 6,100. So he took about 600 and something at sold, but you can look here at that. And I've been watching this address to see how many fuel cells he mints, and we sent him a bunch of information on the fuel cells, which he probably hasn't had a chance to go over yet. But yeah, I've been watching to see how big of a stake in the fuel cells Firewall is going to get. So we'll wait for him to reach back out. But if you hit transactions here, it wasn't just dark yesterday at all. It wasn't just dark. Like here, he sold 5,000 of his own Solid X for 84 grand. And then he got, this is obviously some money that he's receiving from liquidity pools or liquidity providing, a little bit of Solid X here or there. Here's some hex that he got from one of his pools, some pulse he got from one of his pools. And here you see he took 200 grand out of USDC, which is interesting. He must have, maybe he's starting another pool. Maybe he's putting some money into some of the stuff that's being built in Solid X. I'm not sure. But then you come down here and he liquidated $67,000 of Pulse, $49,000 of Pulse X, and he got rid of 1,101 PHLP. I don't not looked into PHLP, but I'm thinking that's a Fux pool, Fux liquidity pool. And then he took out 51K of Hex. He swapped that out. This is just 14 hours ago. So actually, he's been selling some more stuff since I checked in on him. Another 1111 of the PHLP for $1,000, and then you see he took some out of this pool. So he took it out and it paid him in all these different coins. And then here's another Fux withdrawal right there of a $341,000. Not bad, not a bad payday. Dropped 4K of P Doge, another 4K of P Doge, 5K of Pepe fork, and then here somewhere he got 9,000 pulses. This is probably payment for that. But here's the dark. So 612 dark. He walked with 15K for that. So I mean, I think he could have got. I think he averaged $24 a dark is what he got out of it. He probably could have got a lot more if he reached out to the community or me or someone and did an OTC deal. He probably wouldn't have brought it back down. But then again, like his loss here, he sold 17,689, so 17 grand of dark, and he got 15. So it's a couple of grand that he missed, lost in slippage, but this is good information for you guys. Even when you're a big guy, I don't know what he was pulling money out for, why, and these are his coins. They're not my tokens. I don't know them. They're his. He can do whatever he wants with them. But I was kind of watching this right here, the fuel cells. So here's our favorite page on earth, agproject.io. This is where you go to mint. This is where you can go to the collective and check up on all that stuff. That's where you go to the tools page, the beta page. Which maybe we should just change this to beta. But either way, we can do that later. But here we go. We got 169.8 thousand dark in the treasury that is active for payouts. And then I'll show you the difference on chain. But then if you click buy more, it's going to pop open the Pateus link right here, and you can find dark just by clicking and searching dark, which is very, very cool that they've added dark, so it's easy to find. But other than that, if you hit the tools page right here, it opens our beta, and on the beta is where you can see the lottery, you can see the treasury, evil address, and vaporize screen. And in the lottery right now, we can see that there's 107,560 fuel cells. And so we're short, like we were at 116.5 something on the first one. So we are 9,000 fuel cells short of beating the first Journey's record right there. And after this, I think this is the only chance that we have. Just looking at what the evil address is going to mint and the rest of the supply is going to be very difficult to mint this many in the future, because supply just won't be out there. It'll be locked in the treasury and the lottery. So excuse me. So yeah, we have 21,512 dark. We had 23,000 in the first lottery. So we're still a couple thousand short of dark in there. And as you can see, the first payment, let me refresh this to make sure that the clock's correct. Yeah, so 13 days, 1 hour, 36 minutes. We're going to have this first drawing for 10%. And people that win this 10% are going to get 1.125 dark for each one that wins. And then it's going to get 3 times bigger and then 6 times bigger. So you'll get 1.25 on the first drawing. You'll get 3 3/4 on the second drawing. You'll get 7.5 on the third drawing per winner. And that's just the way that the math works out for now. There may be some changes to how this is calculated and what happens to the jackpot, but that's a mystery for another day. And then in our treasury, there's 224,104 fuel cells total between Journey 1 and Journey 2. And the treasury paid 2,693 fuel cell dark matter into the first round of fuel cells. The evil address, people asking how to mint. Don't mint this button. These are all minted out. The next time that this button will be useful is at the beginning of J3. For Journey 3, we can mint for the evil address again. People have already minted all 60,000 using this button. So people hit this button, I believe it's 221 or 241 times to get the 60,000 minted. Or actually, no, it's easy math. I can look at it, but yeah, 5, so 30 times? No, that doesn't make sense. 121 times this button was hit to get the 6, something like that. I don't know. You guys tell me in chat. Let me check chat. Let me check the green room. Solid Hex sold me out of air fryers. Been here for an hour. Good dog. GA. GA. What did I mention earlier about GA? And by the way, I got to come over and visit your shop sometime, Steve. I would love to check it out and see how these coins are made. It's fascinating. Hi, Max, and all the dark fans. I wasn't ready for that dip. I'll be ready for the next one, Winky Face. You and a lot of people. A lot of people have reached out and said, "Hey, I've got some serious cash ready for the next dip, or if we go any lower." So I got a low signal. I'm not seeing chat. Good afternoon. Oh, GA is good afternoon. See, I thought it was AG. So like AG is anti-gravity, but AG is also the symbol for silver. And so it's funny that we have an AG silver coin. It's kind of like AG, you know? But anyways, I just wanted to check in here, make sure I wasn't missing any questions, or see if anyone clicked on the link. We have the link in Telegram and Twitter as always to join this stream if you guys want to hop on. Let's continue down our trip here. So if we go to the evil address, this is the question of what's going to happen. A lot of people think it has to do with the lottery winnings of the evil address, but as far, only one person has been able to look at the code and figure it out. And they are afraid to directly act with the smart contract because they don't want to break anything. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting. And this is part of the reason I think we're going to get so many people minting in the last day here. It has to do with some of the game theory around this mystery button right there. Then, of course, if you go to vaporize, as you can see, I've got 5 fuel cells here. 4 of them I minted in J1, and 1 of them I minted in J2. So if you don't want to approve, if you hit approve, this is what you should never do. You never want to approve this and then sign and vaporize, because that will vaporize all 5 of these fuel cells, which means I will get the dust of dark that's in here, but I won't get any future payouts from the treasury, and my J2 fuel cell will not be entered into the lottery if I vaporize it before the lotteries. So I'm going to cancel this. That's just a dangerous way to show you don't do that. But if you click right here, view selected fuel cells, you can see the dust that's been paid at Journey 1, and Journey 2 hasn't been paid yet. So that's just one way you can look at your fuel cells and see the yield from the treasury dripping into these over time, which is, going to put a lot of economic energy into the treasury. And obviously the lottery is, paid back out. So the lottery can go back into circulating supply, but the treasury is dripped into the fuel cells, and then people have to vaporize their fuel cells and destroy them forever in order to get that money out. So it's quite interesting the way that bloats over time. It's my 9-year-old with her headphones on, dancing around the studio, in case you were wondering. And that's X-Ray Chick laughing at that. Let's look at the holders. We have 1,676 holders. And again, if you go to like page 3 here I'm on scan.9mm.pro. If you go here to the third page, you start seeing people with these even numbers, and these are airdrop recipients, usually with an even number. So by the time you get to page 4, this is the beginning of the people that have done nothing with their airdrop. They haven't sold their dark tokens, as far as I know. They may not even know they have dark tokens or fuel cells. Some of these fuel cells have won the lottery and have not been scraped. So starting on page 4, halfway down 4, so there's about 25, and not counting these people that have consolidated and taken a little bit of action, but like 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, 27. Let's go back. Some of these guys have sold one right here. So 27, 26, that goes all the way down to about half. Yeah. So let's say there's 27 pages basically of airdroppers that really haven't done anything. So there's 27 times 50 people on a page. 1,350 people really have had, that are showing up in these wallets, really have had little, if anything, to do with the project. They haven't checked back. They haven't sold. They haven't minted. They haven't bought more. They're just there. So if we take 1350, so 16, 7, 6 minus 1350, there's 326 people that have actually interacted with their tokens or the contract in some way. 326. That is bananas. That is such a small. We are a community of less than 400 people in the collective. Less than 400. And if you look at the first page here, if you add up everyone on the first page, which I'm not going to do because of these percentages, but let's just add up. So let's add up the Poseidons and the whales, stuff like that. Or actually, let's just count. So there's these, and we're counting the smart contracts too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are 20 addresses that own 0.1% or more. That's insane. That means that so really I mean, if you take these guys out of there, like there's even fewer people that hold a significant amount. This is why we're always saying you don't have enough dark. You don't have enough dark. You don't have enough fuel cells, because there will be a time when, there was a time when people had lots and lots of Bitcoin, lots and lots of Bitcoin. You get 10,000 for a penny at one point. You go on the Silk Road. I'm sorry, not Silk Road. Mount Gox. You go on a Mount Gox, and you could you're buying them below $100, a few $100, just buying them back and forth. See, where was I buying? I was buying from Coinbase mostly back in the day, and Cash App. Those were the two places I was buying it. And getting 10 Bitcoin and selling 10 Bitcoin wasn't a huge deal when Bitcoin was only $1,000. Because you're only what's $10,000? And look at these guys. This guy's got 10,000 right here. 10,000 dark right now times what price do we want to say? We'll say $28, right? So this guy's got 10,000, $28, and so $280,000. That's significant. That's pretty significant. That's a significant amount of money. However, it's not, a lot of people can't retire off that much money. They might be able to pay off their house. They might be able to bring a spouse home from work with that kind of money. I mean, this is life-changing money for sure. But it's not really FU money for most Americans, where they can just basically hang up the towel and go do whatever they want anymore. So that's one of the top whales right there. It's got several at 10,000. So that being said, if you look at these guys down here with a few hundred, it doesn't seem like a lot of money, right? 125 times 28. $3,000. So a used car or fixing a car that's broken down is $35,000. You might be able to pay off a small credit card with that, but it's not. It's going to improve your life for sure. But if you'd hung on to Bitcoin after it was, because Bitcoin hit $30. It went from $1 to $10 and to $30, and it came back down to $3. So Bitcoin went from $30 to $3 one of its cycles, bulls and bear cycles. So we're sitting, we've hit $130, and we're back down at about $28-30 right now in this mini cycle. And like I said, we've got these lotteries are going to hit on the 2nd of February. So basically Super Bowl Sunday, I think, or the day after, right there, and then February 14th, Valentine's Day, right around Valentine's Day is the second lottery. And then the third lottery is the 24th of February. So a few days before the end of February is when that last dump's going to hit. And then we'll have J3 minting. And I want to say something about J3 minting, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep that a secret. But there's something different about J3 minting, I think, than these two. First of all, I mean, I don't think you're going to get as many fuel cells minted here, or as big as 1 or 2 ever again. There's just not going to be. I mean, unless all the whales minted everything, you're not going to get that information, right? You're just not. You're just not going to get that many fuel cells. I mean, because there's just not that many dark to mint. And a lot of these people are, as you see, our MACDs crossing back over now. It was such a beautiful few days when we pumped from $12 up to 50. But again, the whole mark, this is Hart's Law. Everyone, Hart's Law. Hart's Law is a double-edged sword, baby. It's a two-edged sword. It'll cut you in the nuts. It'll cut your nuts right off your body. Going down the same way. It's exhilarating going up, and it's miserable death coming down. So that's why we tell people, every time your token doubles, consider selling 10% of your token every time it doubles. If you sell 10% of your token every time it doubles, you'll never run out of tokens because it'll always be 10% of another number, right? So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And then if you want to, buy back in, like if you're into accumulating, someone could have sold here. I mean, I don't think they'd sell here at the first few dollars, like under $10 or $15, because that's basically SAC rate right here. People got dark for $2 to $15 SAC rate, depending on when they got in and how much of the multiplier they got. But if you sold 10% of your stack every time it doubled from like 15, you could have sold at 30, you could have sold at 60, you could have sold on a double, you could have sold on a double. I'm just saying, like, and 120. So you could have sold 3 times on the way up. And then as it went from like 130 down to 60 again, or 50 down here, you could have bought back with half of your powder. Does that make sense? So let's say, for easy math, you had 100, tokens, and you sold 10 of them, then you sold 9 of them, then 8 of them. I think you get like 27 tokens that you would have sold on the way up. And you would have had somewhere around $1,000. Like, you would have made about $1,000 selling 10% every time it doubled. And then, like, when it came back down here to like $50, you could have taken $500 and bought back in right here. And then when it dropped from $50 down to $25 right here, you could have taken $250, or half of your powder, and you could have bought back in right here. So you would have made 1,000, bought 500, bought 25, and then you were waiting for 12. If you were one of the people that caught the 12, that would have been you paying $125 down here, right? And then, of course, you take your stack, and it goes from here and, go to 15 back up to 30. Well, once it hits 30, you can sell 10% again. But you got more of a stack because you sold and you bought. So I don't know. I've done it before on stream where I put all the numbers on the screen, on the chart with it. But this is really interesting. We are getting kicked very squarely in the balls. To make no mistake about it, it's painful to go from $48 down to low 20s and then maybe back up to 30. This is not what we envisioned, and this is not what the chart's painting. However, these are opportunities that you might get, and may go low. I mean, this is crypto. This stuff could go right back down to $1. This could go back down to $1. Things are crazy in crypto. The firewall could trump the rest of his stack, and we would be picking our teeth up off the floor with broken fingers right down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, weird stuff happens in crypto. People do get hacked. People get cancer. People die. People get divorced. People have medical emergencies. People lose their wallets. They get all sorts of crazy stuff happens in crypto. And if it happens too well, it definitely could hurt the price. I don't see us staying down for low because, as I said earlier, there's a few hundred people that are really actively in this community. And I think they're the people that have been sucking this up right here pretty well. So anyways, one more day to mint. I don't expect any news to come out today because it's Monday. So that gives us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where we might get some information about the SEC this week. If not, I don't expect anything Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, So that puts us into Sunday's the 26th right there. So, yeah. So maybe January 27th, 28th, 29th would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So leading up to this bear would be another opportunity we have for good news over the next 3 days. But then again, like, who knows? They may not respond within 90 days. They may, and if they do, they might just delay. They might delay it. They might give a partial dismissal. No one knows. But the good news for us right now is that a bunch of that money that pumped Solana and Trump is flowing into Ethereum. And money that flows into Ethereum usually makes its way into the others, like Solana, even though it bypassed Solana. But that's where we're looking for our pump in Pulse chains. We're waiting for possibly the OA or Richard Hart's wallets in Ethereum to pump up and be worth a bunch of money, so he can start moving it into Pulse, or just eventually people are just going to keep building on Pulse and making it awesome. I think we're a really good example of that. We're trying to make crypto fun again. We got great memes, story. You guys are cracking me up all the time on Telegram, and we're just having fun. We're gonna have fun whether the market bleeds and we have a little bit more fun when it spikes. But we're gonna make crypto fun again. Signum is on Pulse Chain, which is world changing, decentralized Oracle. We've got SolidX is building stuff. No Permissions is building stuff. Tetra is supposed to be coming out and making a bunch of this stuff easier, so you're not spending 20 or 30 hours a week checking all of your crypto bags and adjusting them or selling them or restaking them and all that stuff. So this is a very interesting chart. We got a bull hump. We got one more data mint. I'm going to be on the shit show tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. So follow me there. Check me out there. We're going to be talking about this craziness. And then obviously every day, what are you doing with your life? If you're not going on here and you're voting for dark, let's post that bad boy. Boom. Every day matters. Posting for dark. I don't even get this. Anyways, post right there. Then we're going to come back. We're going to vote for Hex. We love Hex here. Hex Ray Vision, still in my blood. Still got the tat on my shoulder for life. I love Hex. We're going to vote for Carpe Diem. Sealy from Carpe Diem is one of the smartest mothers in our Telegram. If you read his stuff about the code, you'll get some sneak previews and Easter nuggets of what might be happening on Journey 3 coming up. So that's really cool. And we'll just keep working our way up the chart. We need to break the top 10. We have 15 votes in the last 7 days. I think this was reset. Maybe I got to reset this. Let me reset this and see where we're at now. Okay, so dark. Jeez Louise. We're in the top 10. We're number 8, baby. We're number 8. Carpe Diem's about to break the top 10. Hex needs some help to break the top 10. But we did get our votes of 99 votes. So we're looking for an article to be written on us, and then they'll be posting that. So check that out. Go here to Coin Market League. These guys are cool. Follow them on Twitter. And good stuff. And then of course we got our Nostradamus chart, which was beautiful in the beginning, and now it'll be interesting. If we get spikes on the bears, all bets are off. Like this could get really funny. This could be a crazy pattern in J2, very crazy, and an even crazier pattern in J3, I believe. And then of course, here's another one with us and Pulse on terminal, where this one Gecko terminal shows more of the entire buys and sells here. And Dex Screener seems to show the front ran, like the muted ones, or it chops them up into pieces because of the aggregator, or it shows you like the bots buying, like front running you, so you don't see the full movement. But very interesting. Very interesting. Someone here is selling a little bit there, selling a little bit there, buying a little bit. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But let me go back to the supply real quick, because there's so many things I want to tell you guys. I don't think I'm allowed to tell you, but I can hint at this stuff. You got half the supply right here in the evil address. That's basically going to show up, going to all be minted, all but like 350. I think we thought there was only all but one, but I guess it's 350. We looked at the code, thanks to Sealy. He pointed that out. But anyways, this right here, you got half of this that's going into the treasury and the lottery, and a little bit of it's going back to the team and the space tool, but not much. And then you've got the Treasury. So the Treasury's got 170K in it, 17% in the Treasury. But if you look at the website, you're like, no, there's only 169, blah, 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 blah. No, that's this includes the earmarked DART tokens for the fuel cells that haven't been vaporized. So this is actually going to grow quite big because it's going to have the stuff that's accumulated in the fuel cells, and it's going to show you what's accumulated in the Treasury. So this will be the biggest address by far, the Treasury address. And then of course you've got the mystery box, which has been doing some giveaways and liquidity providing, and that one's got 13% in it. You got this OG well still sitting on 3.9. I think they're waiting to see what happens in the next this next day and minting to see where it lines up with the other wells. And then of course you got 34 grand in the lottery box. And you guys are like, there's not 34 grand in the lottery box. There is 21 grand in the lottery box. Well, the reason that it is showing 34 grand in the lottery box is because a lot of people haven't scraped their lottery winnings. Both people with the airdrop that don't know they won the lottery, they don't even know they have a fuel cell, but also the evil address hasn't scraped its lottery winnings. So it's accumulating, but it's earmarked in here just like it's earmarked in the Treasury. And then of course you got 8090, this badass right here. I believe they've minted 4,000 or 5,000 J2 fuel cells. They're killing it, absolutely killing it. And then you've got this one right here. We're going to see which one of these that this whale starts minting from and which one he starts doing, because it looks like he's splitting up to do strategy where he may be minting some, liquidity providing some, maybe some that he's selling on V3. I really don't know. And then, of course, you got Firewell still sitting on 6K right here. He hasn't minted yet. And so we'll see if he mints. He's only got 2 days. If he doesn't mint, he'll still be sitting on a crazy stack of DART. Like this is worth, even at today's price, what is that worth? Sitting on, I mean, I guess I can just go here, actually, solid hex, and then go to his portfolio. And it's saying that, yeah, we're at 29, almost 20, 28, $29. So that's 176K of dark that he's sitting on. That could definitely just destroy the price for a day or a week. It would take a lot to recover if he decided to just clock out and walk. But I'm watching this very intently. You can also hit, NFTs up here. And the NFTs will show you if he's minted the fuel cells, but he has the red pill lions. He's got a bunch of those. Spent 9 ETH on them, but he doesn't have any fuel cells yet. Oh, that's Ethereum Pulse Chain. So you got to. Sorry, I didn't choose the right one. So Pulse Chain. So what has he got down here? He has 2 fuel cells. This is an airdrop. This is an airdrop address. So he has 2 airdrop fuel cells. He may have won the lottery. I have no idea, but he hasn't minted more since then. So that's pretty interesting right there. But going back to here, like I said, I mean, once you drop into these guys with a couple thousand and 1,000, I mean, what we're saying here. So we got, excuse me, we got 3 Poseidons that are all smart contracts in the mystery box. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wells. So we have 7 whales. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 10. So we have 10 dolphins, and one of those dolphins is a smart contract providing liquidity. So it's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. There's not a lot going on. And then we got the squids, that go on till the rest of the page. Those are all squids. So I'm just saying, aside from, unless the Firewell dumps a bunch more. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Look at it. Holy cow. Wait, which one is, where did it go? One of these is Randy Larsky's. That's like number one on the leaderboard. Where is it? Let's see here. We'll go here. Got a mint, scroll down. Here's the leaderboard, DC41. They're killing it. And then, of course, that other well is 4.2 million as a second navigator. These guys are both fighting to get to the 6 millions to get first navigator. And again, this is the guy, this is the big well right here sitting on his percentage. And he's third place, still a second navigator. This is the evil address. So the evil address is number 4. So that one doesn't even count. And then the mystery box. So look, you got Jimmy Curry, you got evil address and mystery box number 4 and 5. So really, these guys aren't really people that get paid swag or anything like that. So it'd be interesting to see this entire one. But again, DC41, let's go back there and check DC41 out. DC41 has, oh, wait a second. No, DC41. DC41 has a 6,000. So wait, is DC41, that's not the Firewell, is it? No, Firewell is 3146. Hang on. 3146. Let's see here. Here, DC41. Yeah, okay. So sorry. So, no, wait. Jiminy Christmas. I'm losing my mind here. That's the evil address. Here's, okay, so 3146. Let's go back to 3146 because it says that he has 6,100 dark, according to this. So this probably is not updated. 3146. Oh no, here he is. Okay, so here's the Firewell and here's Randy, right up on top. And Randy's number 1 on the leaderboard right now with the most points. He's got 6,000 right here. So if we copy this one right here, let's check that one out. The solid tokens, this one right here. Yeah, DC41. And then they've got, it says they only got 3760. So that must not have updated since they minted their NFTs. But let's go to NFTs. Pulse chain. Look at this. Yeah, they're sitting on over 1,000 fuel cells right here. I mean, probably quite a few thousand fuel cells. Where do we get the number? If I click this, oh, this just takes me to the fuel cells, but this will actually tell you how many they have. So the mystery box has 56,000 fuel cells, and then Randy is number 2 with 13,000 fuel cells. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And the evil address isn't on here, but it would have some crazy amount too. But yeah, 13,000. So shoot, way to go, Randy. Way to go. And I'm glad to see your dark balance rising as well. Very cool. But I guess the point I'm making is that there's not a lot of leaks in this boat. There's not a lot of places for water to come in, especially at $28 a token. So yeah, and just there's a lot less up for grabs than you think you are. You don't have enough dark, and you don't have enough fuel cells. So we'll just keep saying that because it's the truth. We have our 2 fucks pool of tokens that don't suck. And if you go to tokens that don't suck on 2 fucks, it's made up of a mix of 2 fucks, dark matter, no permission, solid X, and pulse. And it's paying 175 APR right now, which is not bad at all. If you go to the Fucks IO page, which never loads, Never want to load. This will show you the ratio of the coins. So if you put any of these coins in, they're going to be balanced out to this ratio. But if you put a bunch of these coins in, you pay less slippage going in. But as you can see, there's 30% 2 fucks, 50% dark, 5% nope, 5% solid X, 5% pulse, 5% X from Coach X. Very interesting. Very interesting. So that if you put money in here, it's going to split it up into this ratio. And as one of these coins go down or up, these other tokens will buy that coin. So these other coins will buy and sell themselves to keep this ratio right here. It's kind of interesting. Very interesting. Be careful. This pool has low liquidity. Yeah, speaking of liquidity, let's actually take a look at that. Let's paste. Nope, wrong address. Excuse me. Let's paste the dark address and take a look at our liquidity that's definitely taken a hit with the price. The dark and solid X is still at 109,000. It was at almost 200,000 at one point, and it should go back up if the price goes back up. But the volume here, look, with that solid, that dark X being sold on the market, it put $33,000 of volume through this pair. So that's interesting. We got 31K in the one that says it's in 2 fucks. It says it's got low liquidity, and it's got 7K of volume going through it in the last 24 hours. Then we got Dark X, which is 24K. So this is paired directly with X. Coach X is X, and then there's some X also in this pool. So we're kind of tied two ways to that one. Then of course we got 6K, almost 7K of Wrap Pulse, and I believe most of this liquidity is being provided by the whale, 8090 whale. That's number 3 on our chart right there. Very cool. Dark and Queen 2's got 21K liquidity. Dark and Nope has 12K of liquidity. Dark and Gelato's got 11,000 of liquidity, which is pretty dang good considering the price of these going down. In fact, I wonder if what Gelato's price is. I wonder how Gelato's handling this market and how Hart's Law is affecting Gelato. Shout out to Canadian Grateful. He's doing a really cool trivia down in Panama and doing some giveaways. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, we're down to 20. We're not hurting too bad on this chart. But if we switch a gel, so it takes 172,000 Gelato to get one dark right now. At one point, it took 300,000 Gelato to get a dark. So anyways, I have to pull up the Gelato one right here. Let's pull up Gelato's charts here. So here's Gelato, and Solid X has 200K of liquidity. That's nice. They've got twice as much as us with Solid X. If you look at this pair, Gelato's sitting at about, it's got the same jump right here, the same hop. So it did really, really, really good as they paired these two. And then as you can see, it's following the same slump. You can see the Interpol FUD. You can see the ulti dump. And of course, this big market dump going right now, it's just lumping back down. So it's doing really good. It's holding up better than the market as a whole, for sure. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to share with you guys? If you guys go to our Twitter, our Telegram, you got the general where we talk about all the stuff. This is Airtable. If you guys have participated in the votes, if you've participated in the airdrops, the art contest, the memes, the book, if you're working on the book, you can do all that here. Here's the memes, here's the book, here's the fuel cell from J2. This is J2's winning fuel cells, where the finalists were put. But if you go into any of these and you earn points by working on the memes and the book and our contest that we have going on, to click on Airtable and excuse me, Airtable. Oh, I already have one of these open. Airtable, you can put your handle, your Telegram handle, your wallet, what chapter you're reviewing or what action you did here, and then you can also do your feedback of the book right here. So you can put all this information in. This way we see what we owe you in points and dark, and we see your address, and it's much easier to pay people out quickly doing this than the DMs that we were doing on 4 or 5 different platforms. Like I had people on WhatsApp, I had people texting my phone, I had people DMing me and Telegram and Twitter. So it was difficult. It's kind of chasing my tail. So this is a really cool organized way to get paid for those things. But as you can see, like we have a lot of fun here in the memes. This is where I'm posting the StreamYard links for you guys to join. Yeah, and of course the submissions for art. If you guys are submitting art here, then it's just going to be seen by us. In order to get it posted, like see right here, Patrick Astro Dgen did this beautiful astrophotography. He's got some beautiful shots of space, and so I'm like, hey, tweet this out with the pinned info. So if you click the pinned info, here's the Airtable where you guys can get that. And then right here, so just copy this right here, J3 Fuel Cell Art Contest. And then you tweet Hevray Vision, Jiminy Christmas. I got to fix that. I got my tag wrong in here. What the hell? Okay, Hexray Vision. That's what I am on Twitter. Evil address and that. Yes. So you just copy this. Post your art, like for instance, here's Dingab has a bloody orange inside of a face, inside of a helmet. He can post this on Twitter, and the people with the most likes and the most, here's Capes, the people with the most likes and the most retweets are going to go into the top 10, and everyone in the top 10 gets points in dark. And then the winner gets even more points in dark on top of that. They get a million points in the collective and 10 dark tokens. So yeah, Patrick, start putting those out on Twitter, because we're in an echo chamber of a few hundred people here on, like there's 381 members in here. And what we want to do is we need to, if we want to see X's in the chart, we've got to do X's in our community. And in Twitter, the two things that stand out are art and memes. So these cool memes you guys have been putting together. The one thing I would tell people is that they're new to this, so they're trying to figure out the type. But like here's a hilarious one of he says, why did I listen to Patrick? It's hilarious because Patrick was telling everyone to vaporize their fuel cells for air fryers, and here we have Pablo Escobar, depressed that he did that. Now here's the deal: you got to take this right here. Why did I listen to Pat? Why did I listen to? It's got to be a big white one on the font that shows up for a good meme. I mean, it's funny. People might click on it in Twitter, but definitely tweet these out. And I've been tweeting these out. Squirrel Lives Matter. This is just a cool photo that Smo Spider put up. Absolutely love it. But yeah, get in here and have fun in Telegram. We have the best damn community in crypto, hands down. We're small, but we're mighty. We're super community. We're the tip of the spear. So yeah, this is where you can ask questions. This is where you can do your filters and type in, exclamation point buy, exclamation point, white paper, contract, glossary, chart, all that stuff's in here. Thanks to Red Squirrel, mostly. He's been helping me put those in there and organizing it. So anyway, Ted Nelson's in the house. Afternoon all. Ted, I have a poster and a tube ready to go in the mail to you today. And unfortunately, nothing's open today. So I'm hoping to get that out to you tomorrow in the mail. So watch for that. Crypto Cat 46 is on chapter 22. Book is great. Hey, I really appreciate that. He wrote the poem that's in our Telegram that's super cool. But I'll tell you what, if you finish that book, before the end of the minting period, I'm going to send you a poster. Like I sent one to Patrick and I sent one to Ted. And then, oh, Crypto Passion's in the house. We must have streamed late because did not expect to still be here after he was done with his stream. But he has an open mic. Go back and definitely do the replay, gang. Hit a like and follow the shit show as well. So I bet you I find it right away somewhere here. If not, I'll just oh my gosh. Twitter is a dumpster fire. It's the funnest dumpster fire I've ever been a part of. And it's our dumpster fire, but it's still damn. View on Block Explorer. Pulse chain is away. Love that one. Yeah, I usually not very many scrolls from King. I find I'll just look it up here. Here, King Queen Pooey. Here we go. Here's the stream, open mic Monday right here. I'm gonna share that one, repost it, follow him. Go vote on our stuff over here. We need to get King Queen Pooey listed on Coin Market League. It was it's only a $50 fee and a little form you fill out, and then they put all your information up there very, very well. They double check with you. Thank you. You bet. Awesome sauce. Oh, now CryptoCat is motivated, ready to go. Other than that, I got nothing else to share with you today. Again, I tried to unfreeze my camera for y'all by uninstalling and reinstalling this software, but it didn't work. Nice. You bet. And I'm going to be on with King Queen Pooey tomorrow, and we're going to watch the countdown to the end of the J2 fuel cells and go over everything we got going on in our community. And hopefully more people will join us as they see what's going on and they see the fun that we're having. I mean, I even on days that are frustrating where code's not going well or the website's not down or anything, or the web, or someone dumps 612 dark tokens with no warning, I still have fun. I still enjoy this project. I still love hanging out with you guys, tweeting with you guys, streaming with you guys, and hanging out in our Telegram. T.me/anti-gravity saga. That's where the party is. That's where the real community is. So one more day to mint. You said it, boy. That's how we're doing it. Like, let me look at it right now. 1 day, 20 hours. That's it. So shoot, what day? Okay, so 1 day, 20 hours. This isn't going to end on Tuesday, because the same time tomorrow will still be 20 more hours, or 21 hours. So, geez, what is that? It's about 1 where I'm at. And so that would be 21. 21 was 1 was 24. So the son of a bitch is rolling over at midnight. Oh my. Excuse me. This is rolling over, I believe. No, not tomorrow night, midnight. No, it'd be like Wednesday at noon, my time, or Wednesday at 11 there. So yeah, so you got a day and 20 hours. I don't know what the whales are going to do at the last minute to try to get as much of a big position, as big of a position as they need to against each other, because they're wanting to win as much as the lottery is possible. I mean, everyone has the same chance of winning the lottery. But just like if you buy more lottery tickets, you have a better chance of winning the lottery. But even the whales fuel cell has the same chance of winning as the person that mints one. In fact, there was a bunch of people in the airdrop that won the lottery on both their free airdrops. Like that's just random. Your passion shows through. Thank you so much, Diehard Hexagon. I love seeing you on stream the other day. I don't think you're going to make it to Panama, but if you do, or even if you don't make it to Panama, I'll definitely cannot wait to meet you in person at one of our events or something going on. Good to see you there. An extra day to spend on dark. Yep, an extra day. Yeah, you got an hour and 21 minutes. Day and 21 hours to finish. And we'll hook you up with a signed and numbered poster from J1. And then it's all about day 2. And when people hit those ranks in the collective where they earn the signed poster, the signed printed poster, it's going to be of J2. So very, very few people on earth are going to have the J1 poster. Very, very few people will have the J1 poster printed inside. I mean, you can send it to your local print shop and print it up and put it on your wall yourself. But these ones have my love inside of the ink, and like I said, they got my signature and the number on them. So that's what makes them a little bit harder to get than your average. So that being said, hit us up, ask us questions. Might not be a bad price right now if you guys are looking to pick up some more dark. It might go back to I don't know what the bigger market's going to do. I don't know what Hart's Law is going to do, and apparently I don't know what the Firewell's going to do. So keep your eye on the chart, and I think this is going to be an absolutely wild journey. I think journey 2 is going to be crazy with everything going on in crypto and the world and Pulse Chain. This 45-day bull and bear cycle might look different than any other 45-day pattern that we print on the chart. So just a heads up. And let me see, we're at 107,564 J2 fuel cells. That's probably going to go up the next day in 20 hours. Hopefully we see the whales that have not mint some more. So that's where we think a lot of this is going to be pumped from. And then of course you guys have been amazing. I can't believe how many of you guys with small stacks have been minting because you believe in the project long term, and you understand that it's better to have the treasury drip into a fuel cell over time than it is just to hang on to that dark and hope that you sell it at the right price. Because like I said, unless you have a take profit strategy, like sell 10% every time it doubles, your emotions are going to get the best of you, and you're gonna sell when it's crashing, and you're gonna buy when it's pumping. So at least that's what most people do that try to trade. But good luck on whatever you're doing. Good luck on chasing the meme coins. Good luck on doing whatever it is your play is. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope we all make it and make as much money as possible and bless as many lives as possible, because I like almost everybody. I mean, the people in this community, they're good people. They got good hearts. And so money in the hands of these people, I believe, is going to do a lot of good. And remember, what you do matters, and who you are matters. You matter as a human being. If someone hasn't told you that in the last week, month, or year, or ever told you that, I'm telling you that you matter. And what we're doing here, even though it's fun, this matters too. And I believe I've placed my bet on the right community when it comes to Pulse Chain and Hex. So that being said, I love you guys. We will be streaming hopefully at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so I can stream and then drop right into. So we can go right into the shit show with Crypto Compassion and Rip City. So dark matters, you matter. I hear a drip. Brother from another mother. Yeah, very, very cool. Cool, amazing people in this right here. And we even darkly matter. I like that. We even darkly matter. Join me on stream tomorrow. I'll be throwing the link up like I always do. Hopefully, Don will be able to join us. Shit show 10 a.m. PST tomorrow. We're going to be doing all things there. I'm going to play a couple videos here for you guys as we intro out. They're very, very cool. And we're going to end We're going to end with the Rip City vid, which is absolutely disgustingly sick. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to play a few videos on my outro, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Peekaboo. I don't know why it's not. Whoa. Okay. So I don't know how to make these playing versions, so it keeps popping me up. But here's the Rip City vid to go out on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Nova is here. He's the leader of Alpha, leading the charge. Yeah. With his main man Heavy, hit up right by his side at the raid. Together they fight and drive their corner, rich and valor, fighting for good. They refuse to back down in this war for justice. They wear the crown. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for their cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. Through shadows of doubt, they light up the way. With power and purpose, they seize every day. Their enemy tremble in the dark. Nova and Heavy Hitter, our heroes embark in the big galaxy that's covered by night. They bring the fire and ammunition to ignite. For it's Alpha they serve, their honor was true. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly on the ground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. For every shadow, they bring the light.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. We got Jonathan Kampala. Have a great rest of the day, fam. Later, Max. I recognize these videos. Yeah, you should recognize those videos. They're absolute fire from you. Love you, Max. I love you too. Die Hard Hexagon. It's good to see you as always. Like I said, someone ring Firewell's doorbell and just get on his what's that thing called? I don't know. The camera and be like, hey, did you know you can mint some fuel cells, sir? Sir, I have a very important message to bring you from the Church of. Anyways, yeah, stay cool, people, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.